Hello everyone, Cam here, back again. It's been a while, eh? I'm sorry about that. Today, we're just popping into Minecraft. I owe you guys a little bit of an explanation. I've been gone for a while, and I've been working on a wonderful, wonderful project. Well, I think it's wonderful. This is my cooperative skyblock map, and I've been working on it for roughly 2 weeks. This is the spawn point. This is where you start off. Welcome to Co-Op Skyblock. Hope you enjoy. And here is the starting wall with all the commands to start off the skyblock. But before we get into the walkthrough, I want to explain what I've been up to. So recently my grandfather retired, and because of that he's been home a lot more, and I wanted to try and let him have that first week, relax, enjoy himself, watch some TV. It causes a little bit of noise pollution though, because my grandparents, they are hard of hearing, they wear hearing aids, and they have to play the TV really loudly to be able to hear everything. And that's completely okay, They've earned it. They've lived a long life, they've earned it. But because of this, the noise pollution, I stopped recording. And I figured out a solution for that. It's actually a solution that's supposed to be coming in today. A new microphone set so that I can record with lower noise pollution even when they're home. That'll mean I'll be able to get back onto doing videos more frequently. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoy this video, and I hope it goes well. See ya soon. So, once you've spawned in and you're ready to start, ignore the map. This is just something I'm using as a tool. You have controls for weather on, weather off. This allows like rain, thunder, whatever. I turned it off for the moment just because it's a little annoying. And then you also have a keep inventory toggle. This is because it's a skyblock. You fall off the map into the void a lot. So this is optional. You don't have to use it, but you're gonna lose stuff. And there's a lot of stuff to gain. I mean, I've purposely made this so that you could complete Minecraft this way. That was the goal. Okay, so this button is for player 1, this button is for player 2. These buttons teleport you to your islands, up to 2 players. Once there, your spawn point is automatically set. Yeah, there's a chain of command blocks and a chunk loader, and you guys don't care. But anyways, now we're at the player 1 island, which starts you off with a bucket of lava, a bucket of water, some crops, and some food. This is just to start you off. You also get 1 tree, which should produce a sapling, as long as I've done everything correctly. And you use the water and the lava to create a cobblestone generator. This is for infinite blocks, so you can start building out to the many wondrous things I've made. That's player 1. This is player 2. Identical chest, except it has pumpkin instead of melon, and there's soul lanterns, and a birch tree, because this is a birch forest biome. These are all biome coded based on the island, and I've done it as accurately as I could. These are fishing ponds, which are your first source of sugarcane, and there are 2 of them, equally spaced out from players 1 and 2's islands. One pond has cod, 1 pond has salmon. We have 2 mushroom islands, with mycelium. This is because you might want to farm mushrooms eventually, and it should work, as far as I know. We also have 2 villager huts. The villager huts, they come in handy later. We'll talk about that. Because, you know, gotta have villagers. It's necessary. This is a pillager outpost, like an actual pillager outpost, except I've customized the loot table. I've customized the loot tables and all the chests located in the map. This is so you can progress slightly faster, not too fast. I want it to be fair chance, you know? There's a quick charge 3 book, a crossbow, some ominous bottle potions, which that'll be explained. Those are for later when you get to the trial chamber section. And there are 3 of these rooms. These are replicated off of the spawner rooms in the actual game. They have a small loot table, generally. Each spawner... Oh, Jesus. That scared me a little bit. Each spawner room has a different mob. This one's zombies. One of them is skeletons and one of them is spiders. The spider one is next to the lush cave chunks, which is this. See, I didn't want to just make it like random ores distributed throughout the islands. No, that's a little too basic. Instead, I took an entire cave and I put it in the game. There's about, how many chunks is this? 7. There's about 7 chunks. This was imported using software we'll talk about later. Very similar to World Edit, which is a Java mod. But, yeah, we got the lush caves. And the big part of this that, I don't know if you noticed, there's little bits of ruined portals around. This is going to come into play tomorrow when the new Minecraft update drops. Basically, I want it to be as close to the main game as possible, so I want you to be able to get a Happy Ghast. And this is the perfect format for Happy Ghasts. Flying, air balloons, just, yeah, why not? This is a jungle biome, which apparently I coded correctly because there's warm pigs and warm chickens. There's also beehives on each jungle island. This is so that you could eventually farm honey blocks if you wanted. There are a few spots where slimes spawn. They're just random slime chunks, though. What else do we gotta cover? Oh yeah, the villagers. See, what I'm hoping is you'll eventually get to a point where you wanna, you know, breed villagers. And the use of that is to get different trades. I started you off with, you know, basic librarian and I'm pretty sure a toolsmith. Yeah, toolsmith. That's because, you know, you're gonna need tools. It's Minecraft. And that works. I'm glad. See, I haven't seen any of this yet. None of these have spawned while I've been playing. Okay, so, the ominous bottles. This is because I've added in trial chambers. Like proper trial chambers, they work. I'm just not in survival right now. And, I added some pots. I think that's the only thing I've really changed in the trial chamber. I added pots with some small loot in them. Like, breeze rods and I can't even remember what else. Been a minute. But, and the ominous bottles are so you can get the, ominous? Not the ominous. What is it? I don't know. I've never... Well, it's not that I've never... I've done these. It's been a while. It's so you can unlock this thing. But this isn't the only trial chamber section I'm planning on adding. I'm planning on adding much, much more. Let's look at the map here quick. Yeah, like here's one section. I have a lot of void left that I can play with, and I can expand that. So I want it to be like a long-term skyblock if you wanna do it. One thing, the nether is the same as the regular nether. It's not flat, which I honestly don't know why I expected the nether to be flat. I just have a vague memory of it being flat in Flat Worlds. But the nether's the same, and I'm gonna have to do some editing. Just a little bit, not a lot. I want to take some chunks from a Soul Sand Valley, import them into where this location is in the nether, if that makes sense. So basically, wherever you make a nether portal, as long as it's close to the center, it will, you know, take you to a Soul Sand Valley. And, you know, you gotta go to the nether to get to the end, which I have made an end island. Let me fly up here. Yeah. It's missing a spawner. I understand it's missing a spawner. I also built it, like, off-center. That's gonna bother me. I'm gonna have to fix that. But, you know, such is life. And there's also lava sources, so you could technically make more than one cobblestone generator. I just don't see the reason, because you already have two right off the bat. There's a lot of mining you can do in this chunk, which is useful because I've added some ores dotted out throughout the chunks. Some, like, all the more basic ores like coal, iron, they're closer to the center islands. The more complicated ores like diamonds, redstone, gold, they're in the jungle and the taiga islands. This is a small little mega taiga island I added. I think they look pretty good. These are all things I built from scratch and then imported and exported using structure blocks. Super useful tool for map making. Oh my gosh, best edition in years. But yeah, I think that basically summarizes the progression of the skyblock and gives you a brief idea of what you can do. Like, just imagine building tons of sky bases around, like incorporating into some of the cave chunks. Like, I'm planning on adding tons more. This isn't the finish. And, you know, we got a lot more to go. And I'm really excited to see what I come up with because it's all creativity up here. That's what Minecraft's great for. It's an amazing game. Anyways, I got a few more bits to go into next, and we'll get right into that. Anyways. Alright. This is a wonderful program called Amulet. Amulet is an open source world editor, and it's to replace World Edit for Java Edition. It's really, really good. I've been using it a lot. I'll pop into there in a bit and I'll show you, but yeah, it's really, really good. Oh, I haven't done this yet. I'll do that after. Don't want to pop out my email. That's a bad idea. But, where's the... Yeah, right here. Where is it? Amulet is able to edit any version of Java from 1.12 up and any version of Bedrock from 1.7. Note that we do not support snapshot beta versions because the format changes too frequently for it to be worth keeping track of. Once the new version gets near release, we will start adding support for them. That's good to know. But Amulet's a great program. I'm going to go into it in a moment and I'll show you, but one moment. And here we are. We're into Amulet. So, there's a user manual, which I have not... Oh, not going to do that. I'll read that later. Okay, so once you're into Amulet, it gives you an option to open Bedrock or Java if you have Java. I do not have Java installed right now. But I want to go into Skyblock quickly. Not responding. I don't know how this is gonna go, but we'll see if it runs. It's a beautiful day outside today, so I do want to get out and do some stuff in the garden, but I want to finish up this video first. Amulet's an amazing editor, and I've never seen anything like it. It's great. I wish I had known about this years ago, but anyways, I'm going to pause till it loads. Alright. We're into the Amulet editor. So, you gotta use regular mouse and keyboard controls, which I'm not entirely used to, but I can work with it. This allows you to, like, let me go to a blank area. Like, select an area. Say I select this area. Okay. Now, I have options. I could clone it. I could fill it. I could replace it. I could set the biome. This is what I've been doing with the islands. And I could waterlog it. So, with the waterlog thing, I'm half debating over making a small little ocean biome floating somewhere eventually, maybe. Yeah, I'm half debating on it, but we're not entirely sure about that. And you can also import structures. So you can, like, say you've gone into a world that has structures, which I've done a few times. You find something you like, you select it with the box, like you select it with this box here, and you want to save it. You would go to export, and this gives you an option to export it as a file, as an MC structure file. You can then import it into a different world. Like, you could take a structure that you've built in one world and take it over to another world and place it as many times as you want. You could also do this with chunks, which I've done a few times now. It's fantastic. And yeah, like, why would you not? But here's also, oh yeah, here's the chunk wide view. There we go. So this is nice too because it lets you look at it from a top-down view, see where the chunks are properly colliding. I didn't even line these up, but you know, such and such. But this is how I'm working with everything so far. There's also other options like the proper Minecraft editor that the devs have made now. It's apparently really, really polished up. I haven't checked it out. It was recently updated, like in the middle of this project I was working on this. So if I can find a way to import this into the Minecraft editor, I'll probably end up using that at least a little bit, just for curiosity's sake. But I wanted to give Amulet a little shout out because it's a really, really good program, and if you play on PC, just use it. It's great. Anyways, all right. I hope you guys enjoyed this video today. If you did, like, comment, subscribe. You know the drill. And if you have any suggestions for the Skyblock, oh my gosh, I would love some suggestions. Drop them down below. And I really enjoy making these videos. I'm sorry I haven't been back doing it lately. I'm trying, but once my new mic set comes in, we'll be back at it. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. I will see you guys next time. This is Cam signing off.